Alright guys, welcome back. Survival Living here. So, I know I've been on and off the internet, haven't been around much. I had some things to take care of and I had a great week with my children. But there is some news and information that I do need to bring to you guys' attention. Now, the UK has released a preparedness website, PSA. Alright, they're trying to get people to be more self-reliant, at least up to 72 hours. Now, we as preppers, we look at that and go, 72 hours, that ain't jack. But I will say this much, at least they're being proactive and trying to get people more involved to be self-sufficient during that time. Now, when it comes to what type of disasters and stuff that they're going to be preparing for, I mean, they got a list on their website and it is linked in the description. It is your basic power outages, stuff like that. I mean, they have flooding, you know, some natural disasters, but please hear me on this. You need to put more than just 72 hours worth of supplies. I mean, you can get 72-hour kits on the freeze-dried stuff for nearly nothing. Half the time they give that stuff out as a sample pack. You know, get stuff put back, guys. I mean, really. This here actually did cause a little bit of a stir. There'll be a screenshot here for you. Panic buyers flock to emergency prepper to grab essentials after ministers urge Brits to start a national crisis emergency kit as suppliers insist stocking up is common sense. Now, stocking up is common sense. All right, when things happen, you need to have supplies. You need to be able to take care of your family, and you also need to be able to defend that. Some of the things they got here, they got flooding, wildfires. They're talking about gas-powered generators. Yeah, that's good. I mean, that's a go-to for sure, but you can only stock up so much fuel. All right, but it is better than not having anything. Natural gas or liquid propane as fuel source. That is a good suggestion. We are subjected to strong storms and flooding, and electrical is a fundamental need, Professor Hartfield told Mail Online. So that's where this one article is coming from here. Yeah, you need more than just that. I do see that they keep on recommending the N95 masks, better filter out airborne particles, and surgical masks. Yeah, I'll agree with that. We keep N95 masks in our kit. That's just to deal with, you know, particles. We got some heavy duty masks to deal with other things, to deal with chemical, biological, viral. We stock up on it just in case. But with this, guys, I see kind of a push here, and it makes me wonder if it's more than just weather related. They want people to be prepared for, well, a global conflict. Now, they're not talking about global conflict in this article, and like I said, the link is in the description for you guys, but they do have some little pop-ups there for you. Battery wind-up torch, that's a flashlight, power banks, portable power banks, batteries with wind-up radio. Yes, absolutely. This is stuff that we usually do, guys. Bottled water, canned goods. I didn't see any dry goods, but they did have canned goods. Toilet paper, chainsaw. Chainsaw is a good idea, actually. Having a chainsaw to cut your path out of an area. And I've seen that with hurricanes. Same with tornadoes. Things go down, you can't get out, you start running out of supplies, or you need to evac out. Sometimes you got to cut your way out. With this, guys, I'm not going to sit there and say that you need to freak out and run to the store because now they're telling their people to have a 72-hour kit. Everybody should at least have a 72-hour kit. Nope, scratch that. Everybody should at least have a month's supply of food and supplies in their home. At least. Do I say that's all you should have? Definitely not. I'm a prepper, all right? I try to stock up as much as possible for any and all scenarios that I may face. Same as not keeping everything in one spot, all right? Keep a couple months supply in your home, up to a year. Move the rest of it out. Find other locations to stash that stuff. Because again, one house fire, you lose it all. Been through a house fire and I lost it all, except for things I had in a different location. Everything in the basement that I had stored up, gone. So this is why I tell you to spread things out. But with this website that they produced here, I'm not going to tell. It's a gov.uk. There it is. How would you prepare for an emergency? Emergencies such as flooding, fires, power cuts can affect us all. Again, this is more of natural stuff that, you know, they get that power and things took care of in 3 days, which is good. It is. But what happens when you have something major? All right. This website, I'm not foreseeing that they're trying to get people scared and jump up because major conflict coming, but why not prepare as if major conflict is coming? We got history of war. All right. We have histories all over the world of conflicts. Our countries get involved. All it takes is a major attack on us or shipping, supply chains. Then what? Can't go to the store to get stuff. What you're left with is what you got. Or what does come in isn't enough. Prices through the roof. I'm talking about you cannot afford it. What are you going to do? You need to have food and supplies put back. Water filtration, water stored up, medical, hygiene products. Not just food, but food is very important. But you also need to make sure that you have a way of defending and protecting that equipment. I love speaking on alternative power. I'm telling you guys, I've been through several hurricanes, and when the power is out during hurricane season in Florida, it is miserable. People do perish because they can't drop the temperature down. Water's not running, or the water that is running is underneath a boil notice because it's got bacteria or chemicals in there. Something has contaminated that water. You can't get hold of fresh drinkable water. Now what? Well, you didn't go get any water filters. You didn't go get any type of water purification tablets. You know, guys, I carry so many different types of redundant systems. Water filters, large whole home systems, Sawyers, water purification tablets. I carry so many different things. Reason being, water is extremely essential for your life. I mean, you have to have it. Same with salt. You know, I read the comments about canned goods, you know, especially canned meats. Well, all that sodium, your body needs salt. When things stop and you don't have salt, you stop as well. You have to have salt. Your body cramp up. You know, there's all kind of medical stuff you can read up on needing salt. Do you want to have a high diet when you're not doing anything that's full of salt? No, of course not. Too much salt is bad for you. Just like too much, I put it down, too many Twinkies. Yes, too many Twinkies are also bad for you as well. Too much pasta, too much of anything. Except for coffee. Yeah, you gotta have a coffee. But hey, even maybe coffee too. Everything in moderation, everything planned out. If you are worried about your sodium intake or too much of whatever it is that I have, don't worry about it. That's stuff that me and my family work with, and we constantly rotate it out. We have fresh foods that are frozen. We have dry goods. We have canned goods. I hunt, I fish, I snare, I trap, do the whole 9 yards. Whatever I need to make sure food is constantly coming in. And just because you know how to do some of this stuff, you need to be training and keep that skill level up. Animals are smart. I read those comments too. Well, I'm just heading to the woods. So are millions of other people too. And animals are not dumb. They will migrate away, or you'll thin out that population quick. There's more humans running around than there are large game. It's just the way it is. So I do recommend stockpiling food. You could always go fishing. Everybody's going to be trying to fish. You don't have a boat. Everyone fishes out the shallows, the lakes, the ponds. And it does happen. It can happen. And it has happened. How are you going to get to deeper waters to go fish? You don't have a boat. You don't know how to use a cast net. You don't know how to run trot lines. You don't know how to do these things. You don't know how to make fish traps. But you watched a video one time and you think you got it. And then you go manufacture it out in the field and toss it out there, and it just falls apart or something tears it up. Now what? You need to be preparing as much as possible. All right, guys. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I'll speak to y'all later.